Deuteronomy 15. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is a very jealous El, and he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. He is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. His son Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago, and the letter J is about 600 years old. Deuteronomy 15. At the end of every 7 years you make a release of debts, and this is the word of the release. Every debtor is to release what he has loaned to his neighbor, he does not require it of his neighbor or his brother, because it is called the release of Yah. Of a foreigner who could require it, but your hand is to release whatever is owed to your brother. Of a foreigner you could require it, but not of someone in the land. Okay. Only there should be no poor among you, for Yah does greatly bless you in the land which you, your Elohim, is giving you to possess as an inheritance. Only if you diligently obey the voice of Yah, your Elohim, and to guard to do all these commands which I am commanding you today, for Yah your Elohim shall bless you as he promised you, and you shall lend to many nations, but you shall not borrow, and you shall rule over many nations, but they do not rule over you. When there is a poor man with you, one of your brothers, within any of the gates in your land which Yah your Elohim has given you, do not harden your heart, nor shut your hand from your poor brother, for you shall certainly open your hand to him, and certainly lend him enough for his need, whatever he needs. Be on guard lest there be a thought of Belial in your heart, Belial, Beliya apostrophe Al, in your heart, saying, the 7th year, the year of release, is near, and your eye is evil against your poor brother, and you give him naught, and he shall cry out to Yah against you, and it shall be a sin in you, and you shall certainly give to him, and your heart should not be grieved when you give to him. Because of this reason, Yah your Elohim does bless you in all your works, and in all to which you put your hand, because the poor one does not cease from the land before I am commanding you, saying, you shall certainly open your hand to your brother, to your poor and to your needy one in your land. When your brother is sold to you, a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, and shall serve you 6 years, then let him go free from you in the 7th year, and when you send him away free from you, let him not go away empty-handed. You shall richly supply him from your flock, and from your threshing floor, and from your winepress, with that which Yah has blessed you with, give to him. And you shall remember that you were a slave in the land of Mitzrayim, and Yah your Elohim ransomed you. Therefore I am commanding you this word today, and it shall be when he says to you, I do not go away from you, because he loves you and your house, because it is good for him with you, then you shall take an awl, AWL, and thrust it through his ear to the door. Oh, I remember this. And he shall be your servant forever. Do the same to your female servant. So you get a piercing. Well, it's not a piercing. It's not something that stays in your ear, but the thing pierces your ear so that everyone around you knows that you're a slave forever, or a servant forever. There's a difference to a slave and a servant. Let it not be Let it not be hard in your eyes when you send him away free from you, for he was has been worth a double hired servant in serving you 6 years. And Yah your Elohim shall bless you in all that you do. Set apart to Yah your Elohim all the firstborn males that came from your herd and your flock. Do no work with the firstborn of your herd, nor shear the firstborn of your flock. You and your household are to eat it before Yah your Elohim year by year in the place which Yah chooses. But when there is any defect in it, lame or blind, or has any evil defect, do not slaughter it to Yah your Elohim. Eat within your gates the unclean and the clean alike, as the gazelle and as the deer. Only do not eat its blood, pour it on the ground like water. Again, I think they're talking about the gazelle and the deer.